Are you dealing with anterior pelvic tilt and you want to know how to fix it? Is your back achy and your hips are tight? More than likely, you have anterior pelvic tilt. It's important that you understand what anterior pelvic tilt is. Simply put, your pelvis is rolled forward. Think of your pelvis as a bowl of water. And if you tilt it forward, the water dumps out the front. The goal of this video is to teach you how to keep that pelvis in neutral or keep that water in the bowl. Now that you know what it is, it's important you understand why people develop anterior pelvic tilt. Here are the two most common reasons. Reason number one, prolonged sitting. When you sit for an extended period of time, your psoas muscle, your primary hip flexor gets tight. If you look at this diagram, you can see that it attaches to your lower back and to your hip. When that muscle gets tight, it makes you arch your lower back, causing you to go into anterior pelvic tilt. Second, the way your brain strategizes to move. Over time, you've developed a bad habit. For example, you feel like it's normal to excessively arch your back when you reach overhead, while you do a pull exercise, or even squat. But that's not normal. You need to learn how to not excessively arch, taking out that anterior pelvic tilt. And that's what this 3-step process I'm about to show you is all about. By the way, I'm Dr. Clayton with Empower Health and Performance. We're a sports chiropractor based in Orange County, California. We love keeping people active. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button, it allows me to keep making content like this so people can stay moving. The first step is making sure you mobilize the middle of your back. You're gonna be on all fours, sit back on your heels, and go down your forearms. Bring your forearms together with your palms facing the ceiling. We're gonna do a modified cat-cow. What you're gonna do is you're gonna round the middle of your back up towards the ceiling. From there, you're gonna flatten as much as you possibly can. You should feel pressure or a big stretch in the middle of your back. You're gonna go back and forth 8 times, holding each position. So as you round up towards the ceiling, hold it for a second or two, and then as you flatten, you're gonna hold it for a second or two as well. This is a great way to teach you how to extend from the middle of your back and not your lower back so that you don't have to go into the anterior pelvic tilt. Now, it's really important that you keep your butt back on your heels. Some people, as they're doing this exercise, are gonna wanna come up off of their heels and use their lower back. Resist that as much as you can, and in order to not make your neck tight, don't look up at the wall in front of you, only move from the middle of your back. From that same position, you're gonna put one hand behind your back, and you're gonna open up as much as you can, and just rotate. Think of your spine as a rod, and you're just gonna rotate around that rod like your rotisserie chicken. You're gonna do 8 reps on each side. Really make sure you only feel it in the middle of your back. The mid-back moves in 2 planes, front to back and rotation. So it's a great way to mobilize that mid-back so that you don't have to use your lower back. The second step is teaching your core how to resist extending through your lower back and preventing you from going into anterior pelvic tilt. You're gonna start by laying on your back. You're gonna use the floor as feedback. If you feel your back arch, you're doing the exercise wrong. You're gonna have your hands up towards the ceiling. Think that there's an orange underneath your back, and you're gonna crunch your ribs down. I don't want you to roll your pelvis. Crunch your ribs down and smash that orange. Once you have that feeling down, you're gonna reach overhead. As you go to reach overhead, if you feel like you're gonna lose that core contraction, stop and come back. You wanna stay within a range that you control. You're trying to train your brain not to arch your lower back and use your core more. You're gonna go back and forth 8 times. You can make it a little bit harder by adding weight. I wouldn't go above 25 pounds. Usually about 15, 20 pounds is a good starting point. Second core exercise is a modified plank with a reach. You're gonna be on your forearms and knees, then lift your torso off of the ground. Really important that your knees are behind your hips and don't bring your knees forward underneath your hips. From here, you're gonna slightly tuck your pelvis and crunch your ribs. Then you're gonna reach out in front of you. As you go to reach, you're gonna wanna extend your lower back, but resist that. Use that core. Hold for 3 seconds, and then you're gonna switch sides. As you go to switch, make sure that it's not a twerk contest and that you're not shifting your pelvis side to side. The whole goal is to feel a massive burn in your core. Do about 8 reps, holding for 3 seconds. The third and final step is strengthening your glutes. Start by doing a single leg glute bridge, but you're gonna do it a certain way. Make sure you bring your knee to your chest and that you hug that knee to your chest the entire time. Then with the opposite foot, you're gonna drive that foot into the ground. Think that there's a cockroach underneath your foot and you're gonna smash that cockroach. That's really gonna get you some really good glute activation. You're gonna lift those hips, go back down, 8 reps. Don't worry about holding it. Just go back and forth, making sure that you feel your glute and hamstrings doing all of the work. By bringing your knee to your chest, you're keeping your pelvis from going into anterior pelvic tilt. If there's a certain exercise or a position that you could really feel your anterior pelvic tilt in, drop a comment down below. I'll let you know how to fix it. The third and final exercise is going to be an advanced clamshell. You're going to lay on your side. You're going to hook your top leg behind your calf. Your knee should be bent from that position, the bottom leg straight. Then you're going to roll. The more you roll, the harder the exercise. Then you're going to lift that knee off of the ground. You should feel a massive contraction in your glute. If you feel your hip getting tight or you feel yourself twisting, that's you not using your glute. Make sure that you keep that torso, pelvis pointed down towards the ground, and that you're just squeezing your glute to lift your knee. You're gonna do 8 reps. You can even hold at the top for a split second. Now that you know the exercises, it's important that you don't fall into these 3 mistakes most people make while they're trying to fix their anterior pelvic tilt. 1, only stretching your hip flexor. That isn't going to fix it. As soon as you do something difficult, your hip flexors are going to get tight. You have to teach your body how to use other parts of your body so that your hip flexors don't feel like they do so much work. The second, and what I think is the biggest mistake most people make, is not teaching your core to resist arching your lower back. Your core is designed to resist motion in all different planes. And that is one area most people make a big mistake in. They don't understand that your core is meant to resist arching. So if you're doing a lot of leg lifts and you only feel your hip flexors, you're not training your core, you're training your hip flexors, and it's just gonna make your anterior pelvic tilt even worse. Make sure you train your core in resisting arching your lower back. The third and final mistake a lot of people make is not changing their posture. It's not about sitting all day or standing all day. It's just about moving throughout the day as much as you can, sitting and standing in different positions. If you want to know what I'm talking about exactly, or you want ideas of how you can sit and stand at your desk without causing more irritation to your anterior pelvic tilt, check out the video down in the description called What is Good Posture? It will give you a ton of great ideas. Now, let's recap. First, make sure you stretch the middle of your back. Second, strengthen your core to resisting arching your lower back so that you don't go into anterior pelvic tilt. Third, make sure that you strengthen your glutes. Fourth and final is make sure you change your posture as often as you can. If you can do those 4 things, I guarantee you will fix your anterior pelvic tilt in no time. Again, I'm Dr. Clayton with Empower Health and Performance. We're an Orange County-based sports chiropractor looking to keep you guys active. If you're ever in the town, check us out. We'd love to help you. Until next time, keep moving and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Dr. Clayton, and this has to be, damn it. This is common, damn it. Reason number 2. Reasons why people have these things on. Top problems. Let's recap. Make sure to out. I don't like that. I'm messing up. Has to be one of the, but make sure to make sure. In short, if you're chronically getting more tension in your upper back, I don't like that. Hitting together. There you go. Eliminate you going into anterior pelvic tilt.